Good morning and greetings from Northumberland on the 3rd of December. It's a dark morning this morning, a dark and a cool morning on this Saturday. Today in St Matthew's Gospel, we read this. This is in St Matthew chapter 9, verse 36. The crowds have been coming to Jesus. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. And he said, the harvest is plentiful, but the labourers are few. Let us ask the Lord to send labourers to the harvest. One of the labourers that we think about is a man whose life we celebrate today, St Francis Xavier. He was a Basque aristocrat born in 1506, educated in Paris, where he met Ignatius Loyola, and with him was part of the founding community of what we now call the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits. He was ordained as a priest in 1537 and became the first secretary of the Jesuits. He had a great desire to be a missionary, and he travelled at the invitation of the King of Portugal in a mission that went to what we now call Goa in India, and he worked in Goa, in India, in Ceylon, Sri Lanka. Then he travelled to Malaysia, and then through into Japan, and everywhere he went he founded Christian communities. Although he said the biggest obstacle to founding a Christian community was the lifestyle of Europeans, because so often that lifestyle was so very different from the words of Jesus. And potential new converts saw this contrast. We'll come back to that in a moment. He then travelled on and attempted to start a mission in China. But he died. He died just in an island just off the coast of China. I'm checking the date. In near Macau, and he died there in 1552 on the 3rd of December. He was only 46. He hadn't become a priest until he was in his 30s. But in those few short years, he'd made amazing missionary journeys and called many thousands of people to be faithful followers of Jesus. And particularly in Japan, established Christian communities that were to be persecuted but remained faithful for generations. So we remember him. He was one of the workers in the harvest. We are called to be workers in the harvest like him, because God has compassion on the people of the world. And he knows that if they are to be abundant in their lives, they need the message of Christ. But he also recognized that lifestyle, the way we live, is also a witness. And if we live lives of generosity and love and compassion, then they speak of the love of Christ to others. So today, let us live lives of compassion. Let us live lives that are poured out for others. Let us live lives of prayer that are concerned with the people of Ukraine or Iran or China and the other dark places of the world. Lives that are concerned with our neighbours. And let us, above all, remember that compassionate gaze of Jesus on the world, on the people. Echo that in our lives and seek to be one of the workers that Jesus calls to the harvest. May God bless us all.